Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Roofing Report. I'm Patrick Carr, back again as Dimitri's co-host this week. We have a lot of great stories to get to. But first, if you like this format, please hit the like button. These videos are free to watch, but they are not free to make. So we need to know that you actually want this content. If we get 200 likes this week, we will keep it going, so give us a like.
That was dumb.
Let's get into it. Our first story this week is a TikTok video. This is from a couple of months ago, but it caused a lot of controversy in the comments.
All right, we got the tool, not just me. We got the flat bar. So we're gonna identify repairability. So the insurance company wrote replace the front slope, this slope here that comes up and around. We got valley metal that's getting replaced as well. This shingle looks like it's an Owens Corning product that is probably very well sealed down. So we are going to in 100-degree heat. There's nowhere else you're gonna get a hotter, more nasty day to unseal this roof. If we start to try to unseal this roof and it starts to tear it up and damage it, well, we just proved that we can't use the 2 labor hours State Farm tried to pay us to manipulate it, and we'll have to then include this slope for it here. So we get like some before photos before I do anything too crazy. A whole lot of that roof stuck to the flat bar already. It damaged it right along this bottom edge. It's got a lot of algae on it. There we go. Yeah. You know, the question is, could I reasonably unseal a handful of these shingles without damaging them? 100%. But if I damage half of them, as we go up, every third one I damage, I'm gonna have 30, 40 shingles I have to patch in this area. It's gonna look terrible to get the valley out. So, you know, we've proven concept here. The roof was well sealed down. The repairability of it is, it's just not.
Here are some of the comments. Insurance is going to see this and deny the whole claim. This is why they're dropping everyone's homeowner's insurance and rates are going through the roof. Roofer with a pry bar damaging shingles and questioning why insurance won't pay, committing fraud on camera. Clearly intentional damage, good luck. Everyone is asking to see the actual hail damage, so they posted this video.
We're here today to inspect this property because the heinous and egregious inspectors from the insurance company only found hail magically on half the roof, even though this one goes 4 different directions. Now which way what one do they pay for? It looks like we got hail on this side. This is the side that's paid for. In that case, we do this and we go, it's from paid. This slope and maybe this slope?
That's what I'm thinking.
No fucking way. Okay. I'll be right back. We'll go get a tool of the trade. Well, we got metal on this side too, don't we? In order to pull up those vents.
I see they circled some spots, but they don't show anything up close.
Nail close enough?
No, but that's where the nail is in order to remove it. You know, because the insurance company's gonna say, you don't need to remove shingles, you just need to take the 3 nails out the bottom and then you just slide it down, man. You didn't know, it's like a gun. You just take out the magazine, you just clip a new one in there.
Roofers, we want to know from you. What do you think about this guy using a tool to peel up shingles? Is the damage legit or is he faking it? We want to know from you in the comments below. Let us know. Roofing Inside's biggest event of the year is next week in Orlando, Florida. This is Dimitri's last event and it's going to be epic. Tickets are just $299 and includes full conference access, welcome party, after party, and the expo. Now, if you cannot afford a ticket, you can apply for one for free. Tell us your story and we will try to help as many people as possible. If you already have a ticket, but you don't have a hotel yet, we encourage you to stay at the Rosen Center where the conference is. You'll save on the commute, you'll have more time to network, and you'll be able to work out with us in the morning. Not to mention, join us in that sauna. Rooms are $159 if you follow the link below. There's a link for tickets, the Rosen Hotel, and you can apply for that free ticket, all in the description. Looking forward to seeing everybody there next week.
Insurance.
Our next story is out of Florida, and it's another update on the insurance crisis. The Senate Budget Committee is investigating Citizens, which is Florida's state-backed home insurance company. Ron DeSantis said in March that Citizens would not be able to stay solvent through another hurricane. I've personally seen this damage right here. Just to give a little context, we're right now looking at Fort Myers Beach in Florida.
I mean, I think as most people know, I mean, Citizens has not been solvent. If you did have a major hurricane hit with a lot of Citizens property holders, it would not have enough to pay out.
Citizens is supposed to be the insurer of last resort, but you have a ton of people signing up because their insurers are leaving Florida and premiums are going through the roof. Now, the federal government is investigating. The Senate Budget Committee wants to know how Citizens will deal with future storm damage claims. They are concerned that if Florida can't pay those claims, the feds will have to foot the bill. We'll have to wait and see what happens with this investigation. But it brings up another very important question. If premiums are so high, why do insurers keep leaving Florida? Jared Jones made a video trying to answer that exact question, and it got over 360,000 views. It's a 40-minute long video, so let's just talk about the juicy parts. The average cost of homeowners insurance in Florida went from $2,000 in 2019 to $6,000 in 2023. Jared Jones says that insurers can't be making money off these premiums if they are still leaving the state, but someone else is.
Take out a pen. I'm going to tell you the 4 places that your money went to over the past few years. If your insurance went through the roof, here's why. Number 1, attorneys. Number 2, roofers. Number 3, general contractors. And number 4, your litigious neighbor.
Jones lays out a bunch of evidence for why there are more claim lawsuits in Florida and why they are profitable. But he also talks about how roofers have used AOBs to make a ton of money. And he says it isn't just storm chasers.
So whenever we have our tradesmen talking about this, the roofers and the contractors, they'll talk about AOB fraud, which I'm going to describe for you right now. They describe it as those out-of-state dirty contractor fraudsters. It's like, no, it was actually all over the state. So it wasn't just those guys came in, storm chasers, they like to call them, as the fraudsters. The assignment of benefits form is a way for the insurance company to be instructed to give all the money billed straight to the contractor and leave the homeowner out of the process of payment. All the roofing guys, all the contractors by and large would meet the adjuster that was going to report the damage to the insurance company, and they would be there like, oh, you got to look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that, look at this. I got to do this. Oh, those floors are going to have to be gold because that was 24 karat. I got to replace that with like kind, da-da-da-da-da. And then before you know it, there's this massive bill coming back. Well, then they're getting paid $100,000, and then maybe they just put in $30,000 in material. And so what happened is lots and lots of money were extorted through the AOB method.
While I understand his argument, roofers in the state of Florida may argue that insurance carriers wanted to get rid of AOBs because they wanted to deal with homeowners who may be less educated rather than dealing with roofing contractors. We want to know what you guys think about this argument, especially if you are in Florida. Leave us a comment. Tell us if you saw this kind of fraud going on the last few years and if you think it's still a problem. Florida did pass a law in December 2022 banning AOBs on new homeowners insurance policies. Time will tell if this actually makes a difference.
Fines, scams, and jail time.
Moving on to fines, scams, and jail time. A woman in Texas was sentenced to 2 years in prison after stealing $3 million from a roofing company. Judy Green was an employee at Liquitech for almost 30 years. For 10 of those years, she was writing fake invoices to charge the company and then pay herself. She got away with it by using the names of real vendors. After the invoice got approved, she would put her credit card information down. Then, once she was paid, she'd change it back. The scam was finally discovered when one of the owners noticed payment to an unknown credit card company last year. Judy Green has been ordered to pay $3.4 million in restitution along with her prison sentence. At the hearing, Liquitech said they were forced to lay off employees because of how much money was stolen. Hopefully, they are able to recover from this, and it can be a lesson to others. 2 years in prison for $3.4 million stolen from a company, and who knows how many lives affected with the layoffs. Is 2 years enough in your opinion, or should Judy have gotten more time in prison? We want to know from you. Comment below and let us know your thoughts. Up next is another story out of Florida. 4 employees at Castle Roofing Company are accused of damaging roofs to defraud insurance companies and homeowners. Paul Vittor was vice president of the company and allegedly trained 3 other men to create fake damage. All 4 men have been charged with grand theft, criminal use of personal ID, aggravated white-collar crime, and insurance fraud. Moving on to fines, and we have a spicy one for you. A judge ruled that a roofer in New Hampshire is personally liable for $160,000 in OSHA fines. Barry Billcliffe, also known as Barry James, is the owner of Merrimack Valley Roofing. An OSHA investigation found that he exposed workers to fall hazards. Barry tried to contest that, and it did not go well for him. At the hearing, it came out that he tried to get out of the fines by using different business names and aliases. He has been ordered to pay $3,000 in legal fees on top of the $160,000. Now, a fun fact about Barry Billcliffe: this guy has a long prior record. In 2005, he was arrested and charged for stealing $125,000 in old currency. Barry and his friends found the money while they were on a roofing job. They may have gotten away with it, except they went on Good Morning America to brag. In the end, those charges were dropped. Barry was also sued in 2016 after crashing a drone into two women at his own wedding. At least we know the guy is fun at parties.
Rules and regulations.
Our last story of the week is an announcement from the Department of Labor and Department of Homeland Security. They are raising the number of H2B non-immigrant visas for 2024. H2Bs are temporary visas. Usually they last for about 9 months. They are similar to H2A visas used for farm workers. This could be good news if you are a contractor dealing with labor shortages right now. There will be almost 65,000 more H2Bs available in 2024, but it's a temporary increase and will only last for the year. That's it for the week. Make sure you do hit that like button below. We want 200 if you want to continue to see this content. And make sure you watch next Sunday. Like, subscribe, and comment. We always want to hear from you. We'll see you next week.